decisions on the local level, the state level in California around racial profiling of Latinos, which we refer to here as the hunting of Latinos, that has.
What is racial profiling? Did she say Karen Bass, the mayor of California or somebody? Did she say? I want to ask one thing, actually. Why is it that every time Democrats have a problem, they usually turn that problem into race? And I believe, I will say, and I know that most Americans and most people around the world feel the same way. As a black man, I feel insulted each time you have a problem or somebody accuses you, you point out to race. Instead of you to debate the substance or why that person is doing that. For instance, the memes that Donald Trump was putting out recently about Democrats, rooting for illegal immigrants, trying to put some money inside the bills that would pay the for illegal immigrants healthcare. They don't try, the memes were all about that, trying to bring to light what the Democrats are doing in form of meme. But did you know what the Democrats were doing? Sorry about that. What they were doing was saying it was racist. Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer, all they were saying is racist, but not addressing the substance. Why is it that they have not asked why? And I believe that most Americans and most people around the world, that they are not stupid enough not to see through what they are doing. When Hakeem Jeffries was interviewed, I think in CNN or either in MSNBC, in one of their fake news MSN media, he was being interviewed. All he was saying that it was General Trump was a bigot, he was a fascist, he was this and that. But why was he doing it? Have you asked the reason why he was doing that? Why he posted that video? But they won't. They would like to deflect. But I think the American people are not stupid and they are seeing through that. And so that is the same thing with this issue we are talking about now, concerning the arrest of illegal immigrants in California, which Karen Bass was complaining and saying that Latinos are being racially profiled, this and that. Why are these people doing this? I know, as a person, I know that California is a sanctuary city. And tendencies are that illegal immigrants are going to be there. And I know that illegals are not only Latinos, there are other ethnicities as well. But the most of the illegal immigrants, the majority of them are Latinos. They happen to be Latinos. And now, when they are being arrested on the street, or when ICE sees somebody and suspects that he might be an illegal, and the person happens to be a Latino, and they arrest the person, they are now tagging it that they are racially profiling Latinos. What kind of a thing is that? Democrats, I have said this so many times. Are these people, do these Democrats, do they really like America? Do they really love their country? Do they want their country to succeed? Or are they fighting for them? Just like Donald Trump, campaigned in his last campaign. He said he was for them. He was for the American people, but the Democrats are for them. They and them. And that actually, I know it rallied a lot of people. It woke a lot of common sense Americans up, and they voted him in back. All the Democrats are doing, they are not being realistic. All they are doing, they are talking about transgenderism. They are talking about giving handouts to some people, minorities. They are talking about giving healthcare to illegal immigrants. How does that sit well with them? Anyway, I'm going to show you this video. After watching it, we'll come back with wrap it, because I do not want this video to be long. Understand? I do not want it to be long. So watch this video. When we come back, I will wrap it up.
5 years ago, the city of Portland, Oregon, suffered through 100 consecutive days of rioting, looting, burning, and attacks on federal buildings, federal agents. If you listen to the legacy media mob or Democrats, they called them mostly peaceful. That scenes like that, mostly peaceful. Radical leftists, they're at it again, staging loud, violent, zany nightly protests outside the ICE office in Portland, dressing up like chickens, burning MAGA hats. I'm having a hard time understanding this new Democratic Party. Nearby residents say they can't get any sleep and that things get violent every night. Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons, who's been on the show, shared some insight into what his agents are facing in Portland nightly. Take a look.
But we're out there every night battling, people that are bringing sticks, bats, shields, throwing their own CS grenades at us. So
President Trump, he is cracking down, mobilizing the National Guard to protect the ICE agents and protect federal property. The left, of course, they're in total freakout mode. A lawsuit has already been filed. Protests, more of them are planned. And some new protest tactics are being offered up by the left. One Portland City Councilwoman telling fellow leftists they should buy burner phones, wear masks to avoid being held accountable for their insane attacks on law enforcement. And remember what this is all about. These leftists, they are protesting the removal of illegal immigrants from our country. Democrats continue to demonize the entire agency. Did they forget what happened in Dallas? Take a look.
And then you have the Supreme Court, after two decisions on the local level, the state level in California, around racial profiling of Latinos, which we refer to here as the hunting of Latinos, that has created a blanket of fear around this city and has had detrimental impacts to our economy. We had two court decisions, and then the Supreme Court basically gave a green light to racial profiling. They are trying to dial us back to the 1940s, and that is a tragedy for the American people.
As you have seen in the video, obviously the Democrats do not have a message. They have a messaging problem, and they are so disconnect from the people that they are spiraling into oblivion. They are spiraling into oblivion because they do not connect with the people. All they talk about is giving this and giving that. They have not actually provided any solution. The argument has always been on race, and they have made this race thing to become without any meaning. It becomes meaningless when each time you say racist or racism. It has lost its meaning because of the level at which they are using it. And yes, the Democrats would like to go on and say that they have debunked the issue of the claims by the Republicans that the Democrats are all for sponsoring illegal immigrants' health care. They are giving free care to illegal immigrants. They will now argue that it was not true, that that was not their plan, and that has never been what they wanted to do. I will show you a proof. In the last presidential election, during a Democratic convention or debate, most of I think virtually all the Democrat presidential candidates were asked if their government will support free healthcare to illegals, whom they call the undocumented. Almost all of them on that stage raised their hands. They are for illegal immigrants. And that is what Donald Trump is trying to point out with the memes. And all they went was going about the substance of the meme and now trying to say that Donald Trump was a racist, that he is a racist, he is a fascist, he's a this and that. How does that make any difference? How does that, how do they make their case? But I think it's backfiring on them now because the government shut down. They never thought that it was going to turn out the way it did. And Donald Trump is not a person that can easily give in to this kind of a thing. They want to put things that are not appropriate inside the bill. Why? Are you fighting for the Americans, or are you fighting for them? So watch the video. You're going to see the video right now.
This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants. Okay, let me start with you, Mayor Buttigieg. Why?
So that is it. That is exactly what I'm talking about. if the Constitution of America wants to officially accommodate illegal immigrants, fine, let them do it. But in their constitution, any person that enters the country unlawfully is an illegal immigrant. There is no way, there are no two ways about it. And that person is an illegal, even if that person is good or bad. The law says the person came in unlawfully in an unlawful way, and therefore he or she should be treated as such. And when you let so much illegal immigrants to flood the country, that country, if they continue in that road, in that way, the country will not survive. Millions of people coming into the country illegally does not make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And the Democrats, they are all for it. They are all for a transgender, a biological man to play in women's sports. They are for that. Is that how? What is it they are for? I don't really understand. So let me just stop here and stop ranting. So this is the video. As usual, if you have not subscribed to this video, please do subscribe, like, and share, and click the notification bell so that anytime I release a new video, you'll be one of those to see it. Please, it's very important. It's very, very important. Do please. It encourages me to know that people are watching and relating to my videos. Thank you for watching, and come back again and see you in my next video. Bye.